Welcome to another episode of At Home with Patrick Ahearn. Today we're traveling to Brooklyn, New York. My daughter happens to live in Dumbo, so I'm familiar with the area. And Grace has recently acquired, with her family, a townhouse. And she wanted to know what I thought about some of the interiors and what I could do to help guide her in the transition of the way it is right now and where it might be able to go. So a couple things is, I would stain the floors an English chestnut stain, and I would strongly suggest painting out all the spaces in one colorway, affectionately known as Ahearn white, which is half linen, half china, Benjamin Moore. That'll make the house seem a little more cohesive and have it flow together. And that in the parlor itself, where there's now just a piece of furniture, base cabinet, and a TV hung on the wall, I think we could do some built-ins and use the same trim, detail, and stain that is on the casings of the openings. There's really a series of openings that you get into each room, which you would traditionally find in a townhouse. The middle space, which is really underutilized right now, just becomes a transition connector between the kitchen, hangout room, and the living room. And we could probably make that more into a library, introduce some bookcases, floor to ceiling, some new coach lights on either carriage lights and sconces on either side of the entryway, and possibly put in a nice round table in the middle and maybe some art books on it. So it really becomes more of a library look to transition from the living room to the kitchen area. And I would have a new hanging light and add some molding and trim, so it becomes a panelized room in the living room, not just plaster walls. So that layering of information really makes the house seem more consistent and perhaps more original to how the house might have been when it was first built. Right now it seems very edited and just very plaster-like, and I think adding the trim that could match some of the trim that's already found in that middle room in the living room would really be a good idea. So hopefully that gives you some thoughts, Grace, on how you might transition the house from the way it is now into something that's a little more sophisticated. Thank you so much.